The game is called What Are You Doing? Level 1 is pretty easy. So here's what's going to happen. One person will ask the person next to her, what am I doing? And then Courtney will give me an action. Pick an action that will be comfortable for the person to perform. Here are some examples. Petting a cat, brushing your teeth, playing basketball. Once the person starts doing the action, everyone in the circle says 1, 2, 3. You do the action until we get to 3, then you come back to neutral. So for example, I might say, what am I doing? Courtney might say, mowing the lawn. I mow the lawn. Everyone in the circle says 1, 2, 3. I come back to neutral. And I have in my head something for the person next to me to do. So she'll say, what am I doing? I give her an action. We want to see if we can do this in under 4 minutes. Courtney, do you have an action in your head? Yes. Everyone think of an action in their head that won't make anyone uncomfortable. Courtney, what am I doing?
Swinging.
1, 2, 3.
So say, what am I doing?
What am I doing?
You're petting a cat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I doing?
Dancing.
1, 2, 3.
What am I doing?
Dribbling basketball.
1, 2, 3.
What am I doing?
1, 2, 3.
What am I doing? No, you're supposed to say that.
No, you got it. You got it. 1, 2, 3.
What am I doing?
Playing baseball.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, eating crawfish.
1, 2, 3.
What am I doing?
Drinking what? Grape juice.
1, 2, 3.
What am I doing? Eating a pie.
1, 2, 3. Come back to neutral.
He must have swallowed it.
Oh.
Come back to neutral. 1, 2, 3. Freeze.
Taking pictures with
You did it in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's pretty good. If the people who were in the ensemble as audience members can raise their hands and share something the ensemble did well. Yes.
Work together.
How did they work together? That's such a good answer. How did they work together?
Listening to each other.
They are listening to each other. Did you notice how, like, when someone was talking, nobody else was talking over them? That's kind of hard. This is a really good job. What's something else that they did well? Just one more person who wasn't in the circle. Scarlett.
They acted well.
They acted well. They were really taking care of their acting skills, and you know what allowed them to do that is that they trusted each other. It's really hard to do something silly like pet a cat if you don't trust each other, so they acted well as an ensemble. Yes.
They help each other.
Could you give an example of how they helped each other?
Like where Terrell didn't know how to watch TV.
The example that you're naming is there was one person in the ensemble who's like, I don't really know how to do that action. So he got a new action, right? And he was helped out. That's awesome. If you were in the ensemble, what's one thing you did well? Could you call someone, Miss Ashby? I got a lot of good hands.
We counted together as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you guys all counted in unison.
We came back at the ensemble.
You guys, what'd you say?
We came back.
You guys came back really well. Like it sat right down just as an ensemble.
I can say that we worked as an ensemble because, like, in order for us to work as an ensemble, we had to work, like, if we wasn't listening to each other, we wouldn't have got through the whole circle.
That's right. You would have gotten bored and antsy, and you would have gotten through the whole. Did you notice it got harder at the end? Because that's how it is. It's hard to listen for a long time. Could we shift and you tell me some things you could do better as an ensemble next time? There were a few things we could do better without naming names, or without saying anyone's names. What are some things you could do better?
Stop laughing.
Okay, so laughing's okay a little bit, but then we just bring it right back, right? Good point. Laughing's okay a little bit. Bring it back.
Pay attention.
What do you mean by pay attention?
Because when we was doing it, some people forgot what to say.
Yeah, they were like when it came to them. But do you notice that sometimes, like when a light is shining on you, you kind of freeze up? And that's okay. The thing that the rest of us need to do then is just to be patient. You guys are doing a good job as working as an ensemble right now just by listening and being quiet. We know comfortable is when I'm pretty much okay, and comfortable is when I'm not. So I want to get the board filled up with some emotion words that are comfortable. So what are some things you can feel that are comfortable?
Happy.
Happy, give me more.
Isaac.
Calm.
Calm, give me more.
Cheyenne.
Yeah.
You can feel okay.
Okay, that is a good way to feel comfortable. So we're gonna stop there for a second and give me some that feel uncomfortable. Angry.
Sad.
Sad.
Jakar.
Mad.
Scarlet.
What? Apprehensive.
Upset.
Upset.
I was talking.
So what's the difference? What do you guys notice about the difference between the number of comfortable words and the number of uncomfortable words?
Kalisha.
Because most people is uncomfortable.
Well, okay, I wouldn't say most people are uncomfortable, but there are more uncomfortable words. And there's a reason for that. It's because being uncomfortable takes more shapes. There's like more ways that you can feel uncomfortable than ways that you can feel comfortable. And that's why this is such a useful word. Because if you don't know exactly how you're feeling, if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know, like I'm a little aggravated, but I'm kind of tired, but like what word is that? You could just say that you're feeling uncomfortable. And that's it. That's all you have to say. What can I look at? Don't shout out, but raise your hand. What could I look at about the people in this room that explain how they're feeling?
Courtney.
Okay, what do you mean when you say that? You're exactly right. What's body language?
Like how you sit and how you look.
How you sit and how you look. So your body is always showing you how you are feeling. So if I'm an actor's neutral and you have an idea for what I could do to look more joyful, raise your hand. And Miss Ashley is going, she's going to be the director.
Aaron.
Put both of your hands up high.
All right, Courtney.
Jump up and down.
All right. Me. Cheyenne. Jasmine. Me. Yolanda. See, Sean, smile at your feet.
Okay. Come back to me. When I was joyful, was my body open or closed?
Close.
Open.
Was I tall or hunched? So these are some words that go with like body language for comfortable. I need to see actors neutral because your body is about to be the canvas. I'm gonna say an emotion and I want you to pantomime the emotion. That means you're moving silently, showing me on your face and in your body. Then I'll say freeze and then I'll ask you to come back to neutral. Put on your face, joyful. Joyful, put in your shoulders. Move it around a little bit. Freeze. Try embarrassed. Try embarrassed. I see some people hiding their faces, scrunching their shoulders. I see some people sort of looking down. I see frowns and rumpled eyebrows. Okay, freeze it. Be afraid. Show me afraid. Like no sound, only the top part of your body. Freeze. Do you notice any difference in how your body feels when you're comfortable and uncomfortable?
Yes.
Great. So we're going to create a shadow puppet because it will allow us to illustrate comfortable and uncomfortable using a body. Using what we know, is he comfortable or uncomfortable? He's comfortable. He's open and wide and giant. You want to lay out your body with all the body parts you need, but they don't have to be attached. All of these pieces are pretty simple to draw, so just make sure you get them drawn and cut out before you start decorating them. You're going to take one paper. You're going to take one black marker. Everything you make today is going to fit inside the sandwich bag.
These are absent. Oh, it's nothing in there. Tell I don't have any extra, but I'll show you. Right, so if you want it, you take it out, you can do that. It should be about one
I would do it in the upper left-hand corner. Good. that looks good. So what do you notice about between my hand and my forearm here? So this is my wrist. See how my wrist is like a skinny part? So that means, can I draw on the back of yours? That means that I am going to want to draw it like this before I get to my hand, and then my hand is going to be like that, right? Looks awesome, but can you make the top part big so that you could at least get a hole in it? I just want you to be able to get a hole in it, so I make a circle at the top. I'm going to just put my hand up like this, and all you need to do is make sure you get all 5. Whoa! Did you do this yourself? Really? You're like a gifted artist. If I'm facing the side, like that, my hands are to my side, my feet are both what?
So you have
Yes, bro. They got
what teacher said so I can think.
Miss Brown.
Jashina? Where's Jashina? It's time to start the transition, so it's make sure you
You came out candy?
in the back.
You came out candy?
So the classes that are next week. All right. It was looking when I Kadisha's right.
Thank you.
I mean, that's it.
Bye.
Thank y'all.